Hey, I'm John McLauchlan. Welcome to another video. We're currently on day 16 promoting ClickBank products using myleadgensecret. And what I'm going to do today, if you've gone through the whole playlist and you've seen what I've been doing, you pretty much know what I'm doing step by step to get sales with ClickBank. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to go and explain a bit more about the stats and what we can do to refine the process. Okay, so I think you're going to find this really interesting. Before we go into that, I'm just going to go on to make sure I can see the screen. I'm going to go onto the ClickBank. Okay, so I'm already signed in, so I know what's happened today. So we've had another sale. Okay, so we've now got 6 sales. Okay, yesterday was 5 sales, and again, stats remaining. We seem to be getting some consistency with an 8% conversion rate, which is really nice. Okay, so yeah, I mean, another sale comes in, and what I'm going to show you on this. Okay, if you've got an account, if you're following along with this strategy, you're going to want to know why we're putting the tracking IDs in. You know, what can we do to improve things? Okay, so here's what we do. So if you've got your own account, go to dashboard, and we're going to go to just click on there where it says account nickname. Click on that, and what this does, it takes you to the old reporting, which a lot of people prefer. Okay. And what you've got here is all the daily sales snapshot, and this covers, I think it's covering about 4 or 5. But anyway, what you've got here, okay, if we start from this Friday, the 5th of January, okay, and then we've got up to today. So we've got a sale, okay, and then we've got 1, 2, 3 days of nothing, and then a sale. Then we've got 1, 2 days, and then a sale, and then 1, 2, 3 days, and a sale, okay. So what that tells me is that I've now got a fairly reliable hit ratio of how often a sale will come in. And this will depend on how many leads you've got, how many accounts you've got, and also the type of email that you're sending. Okay. But I said before, like, you know, when I first started doing this, my hit ratio was like 1 in 3 weeks. Okay, that was the first ratio. And then you'll start to get 1 in 2 weeks, and then 1 every 10 days, and then 1 every week, and so on. Okay, so you know that consistently you've got to send like 9 or 10 different emails before you get a sale. Okay, and pretty much what I would say is, if you make 1 sale in the first month of your account being new, okay, then you're doing fairly well. Okay, and if you go in with those expectations, you're going to be a lot more successful at this. You know, rather than thinking, well, John's done, you know, he's got 1 sale every other day or every 2 days. Okay, that's what I want. It's not going to work like that. Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, the next thing we've got is the reporting. So we're going to click on reporting up here, and what you'll find in here, sometimes if you see where it says view as seller, and you've got view as affiliate, so you want to make sure you view as affiliate. So click on that if it's not already clicked. Then we've got this section here. Okay, so you're going to click on the down arrow, so it says show data for seller. So you're a seller. Okay, we're sellers, and also this may not be highlighted. You want TID selected, so select that. Okay, and that's going to give you all the stats in relation to the hops that you've got, and also the sales. So obviously we're promoting social sales rep, and that's what we've got. So we've got 2,484 hops. So a hop is essentially a click in an email. Then we've got 68 impressions, people that went over to the landing page, and then we've got 6 sales, and obviously we've got the stats from there. Okay, so if you see this little arrow next to it, okay, click that arrow. What that's going to do, it's going to give you all your tracking IDs. Okay, so if you remember that at the end of the email we put the TID equals, okay, and these give you all the tracking IDs. All right, so what we can do with this, the first thing that we can do is we go to hops, okay, and you see this little arrow there, click that. Okay, that's going to give you lowest to highest, and what I want to do is change it. So I've got the highest number of hops per email. Okay, then what I'm going to do, I want to see that, so it's number 1 account on the 5th of Jan. Okay, so I want to go to my lead gen. I'm just going to make sure I'm in the right account first. The trouble with myleadgen as well, you can only log into 1 account at a time. Ideally I would like to open 5 tabs, but I can't do that. Okay, so click on statistics, and then we've got the, so what did we say date it was? It was the 5th of Jan on number 1 account. Okay, I should remember that one. Right, so there it is. There's the email. Okay, and what you'll note, what I'm looking at right away is that it's quite a nice short email. Okay, we tested this, didn't we? So we had the capital letter on every first word. Okay, and this is the most opened email. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so let's go back. Let's see what we've got. Let me put that there. Right, so the next one is on the number 1 account again on the 9th. Okay, so let's have a look at the 9th. So there's the email for the 9th, the 33 an hour, the one that I did like. And again, capitalized first word or first letter of the word. And again, it's quite a nice, I mean, all the emails look very similar, okay, and they need to get that consistency, okay, but that's what we're looking at from there, okay. So that's interesting. And if we just go to the next one down, okay, on the 12th, so there's the 12th, 260 a day, and again, same thing, capitalized first word, okay. And again, it's probably a little bit longer, but essentially people respond better, okay, to the capitalized first word because it makes it stand out, okay. And you can say, okay, maybe, okay, number 1, 5, you got 3 initial impressions and you got 1 sale, okay. So if we look at something like this, where we've got the 11th, where we've got 12 impressions, we didn't have as many opens, okay, or as many hops, but we've got 12 impressions. So let's have a look at the 11th. So 34 an hour. Okay, again, capitalized, short and to the point, and there's the. In fact, I'll just click that. I didn't want to click that, but I have.
Hey there.
Okay.
Are you looking for a job?
Okay, let's just get out of that. Okay, so that's the first thing. Is we know that to improve our results. Okay, again, whilst keeping the email short and condensed, we're also going to go for the capitalized first letter. Okay, that works a lot better. Right, and obviously you can go down your stats and you can see also you can have a see at what emails gave the best results. And obviously it kind of depends on what you're sending because the landing pages are the same. Okay, so it depends on the landing page. What we probably will do, and I did mention this in a previous video about being able to get different options of different landing pages. And for this particular product, there's only 2 different variants. One is the one that you just seen, and the other one is more of a text-based landing page. When you do something like, and we're going to do this in the challenge as well, or in the case study, promoting something called Write App Reviews, and that's got numerous different landing pages, and I think that I prefer to promote that because you can have lots of variations and it's a lot more congruent rather than just having the same landing page. But like I said, we are still getting sales. Okay, so there's something to be said for that. So that's really what you want to be doing first and foremost. So if we go to our what have we got yesterday? So again, if you look at that down there, you probably can't see it because it might be covered. But again, tracking ID for this one is 1ML 1601. Okay, so it's really important to put those tracking stats in there. All right. So what we're going to do today, we're going to go to the affiliate marketplace, and we're going to go through the process as we always do. Again, simple and straightforward, e-business and e-marketing category. And we're going to go to we're going to promote it first. So we'll get the affiliate nickname, okay, and the tracking ID is, of course, if I can't say this, 1ML 1701. Let me just make sure I haven't got a space in there. Okay, right, create hop link, and there's the hop link created with the tracking ID. Okay, so if you didn't change the tracking IDs, if you've got different accounts and you don't change tracking IDs, you're not going to know where those sales, where those links, where those hops are coming from. Okay, so it's really important to just make sure you can track everything. So there we go. There's the notepad. That's all pasted in. I'm going to click away from this. We're going to go to the affiliate page. We're on day number 16. The other consideration as well with those stats is that I always miss out Saturday or Sunday because I send my newsletter. So those stats, those sales might have been every other day because I lost that consistency. I know it's only one day, okay, but what I always find is that if you have a 1 day gap, so if I go back to, where are we? That might bring it, yeah, there we go. So if you have a 1 day gap, so if you see that Saturday, okay, didn't send anything, and then we've got 2 more days before we have a sale, okay. Then we've got 2 more days and a sale, and then Saturday, didn't send anything, 2 more days sale. So you see how regular it gets, and that's what you want to be doing, is trying to get into that pattern of predictability. And we can't always predict it, but certainly if we understand our numbers, we can start to predict, and then we can start to project cash flow, okay, and then we can think, okay, we can plan for future accounts, or we can plan for additional marketing strategies or resources, okay, and then when the money's in the bank, then we go for it, okay. But it's so powerful, and this is the way we scale things up in business. So we're going to go, where are we going now? Here we are. Okay, so affiliate page, yeah, we're on the affiliate page. So the email swipes, we're on day 16. So we'll have a look at this. We're going to copy all the stats, all the copy. I'm just looking at the subject line there, kind of quite interesting. Right, let's go to the account. We'll go to the mailing system. We're going to copy all the leads in, and we're going to go to yesterday's email, load that in, and obviously that loads all the formatting. So I'm just going to make that a bit bigger so we can all see it. Okay, so highlight all this code, all this copy, Control V, and then we're going to highlight it all again, make it a 16, and I'm going to go and put my numbers in. Copy it, and then paste it in 4 times. So 1 to 0, 4 times, and there we go. Okay. Right, let's read it through and just see. I mean, this actually, the way it's been formatted, you know, with the bolded, and you've got the new paragraph, it kind of breaks, even though it's quite a long email, it breaks it up fairly well. Okay, so sometimes these can do quite well, because not only are you giving people the hook, but also the information as well. So these can work okay. So let's just work like this. So can you answer simple questions? Okay, let's have a new paragraph. If so, we have a job opportunity that may prove to be very lucrative. A good rate of pay is available to people who can follow directions and be relied upon to do good work. Simple, to the point, authoritative, like it. Might change that for another paragraph because obviously it's, no, we'll actually. So click here to complete if you're interested. Okay, so I'm going to leave that on the same line because it worked better on the same line. I know it goes over the numbers, but even if it just looks better, I think. We'll leave that on. Okay, so what will you be doing? So in this role, you'll work as an, again, title, let's have that capitalized, online chat assistant. And the other thing as well is that if you don't capitalize it, if you do capitalize it, and they say it this way, it gives it a bit more weight, it gives it a bit more authority. Okay, do you want to be it's like a weak handshake, right? Online chat assistant without the capitals there, it's like, hello, how are you? Yeah, okay, get started. No one's really giving the authority, or where it just gives it a bit more gravitas. And then if people see themselves, okay, I can be an online chat assistant, this looks like something I'm interested in. Okay. Right. You will use online software to chat with customers, just as you would chat with your friends using an app like WhatsApp. Okay, it's a little bit patronising, but okay. You will ask simple questions about products and services using a provided knowledge base to find the required information. Yeah. You see how that's been written? It's been written badly. You will answer simple questions about products and services. Okay, that's okay. Using a provided knowledge base to find the required information. That's a really bad line. Okay, so I'm going to change that. But I do want this on the same paragraph because it's all relevant to the same thing. So you'll be using online software to chat with customers. Let's have that there. Just as you would chat with your friends. I mean that's just a bit. Just as you would. Do you like watching the television with your friends? Well, you can turn it on with a remote control. You will use online software to chat with customers, such as apps. Oh. No, I've got to keep it on. It's got on a different line, isn't it? You want to okay. There you see how much better that looks. And obviously, WhatsApp is a company name, and that's how it's formatted. And Grammarly told me that was the right way to do it. So again, it gives it more gravitas because it's a company and it's a name, and that's how it should be. Okay. So you will answer simple questions about products and services. Using a provided knowledge base I'll come back to that. I need to think about that. All I want to say is something like you will answer simple questions about products and services using an accessible database or something like that. In fact, you know what? Stuff that. Bad English as well. Right, I'll come back to that one. Right, so contract length, that's okay. Rate, that's okay. Skill levels. You must have a device that can access social media and website chat functions. Fine. This can be a phone, tablet or laptop. You must be able to follow instructions and work independently. You should also have a reliable internet connection. That flows nice. So where's our numbers? In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just stave messing about, scrolling and messing. There we go. They've got live chat assistants in bold and in capitalised first letter now, so again a bit of an incongruency from the previous paragraph. In fact, let's see where that goes to. It goes too far. I was trying to get that on the same line, but can't. see how they've got this click here? So they want to hyperlink this text, and I don't think it's the best way to do it. Once upon a time, we used to have like 3 links in an email. Okay, one was linked to an image, one a button. Sorry, one was a button. So they'd say click here with a button, and then it was the actual hyperlink. So it would click the text and it would link, and also the actual URL itself. Okay, which you don't really want to be doing if you send in encrypted hyperlinks that look really weird. And obviously, if you say click the link, you go, what the hell's that? I'm not clicking that. Looks a bit spammy to me. Okay, so that's why I don't do it. Right, so let's take this out. This one. So you will answer simple questions. Come on, John. Typing like Yoda now. There you go. Yeah, I'll put that in. Okay, that's again what I said yesterday was something about flow. Okay, you want flow, and what you want is flow with the words. Okay, flow with the syllables, and you don't want to try and make anything assumptive. Okay. Like dry humor, where people have assumptive language, and it never goes well with emails, because unless you're totally to the point, click here to apply for this job. Okay, people know if they click there, they're going to apply to the job, and it's as simple as that. So that's really what you want to be doing. And if you can write to a level of where a 7 or 8 year old would understand it, then that's kind of where you need to pitch it. Okay. So let's read it through. So, can you answer simple questions? Can you answer simple questions? I think that's a bit patronising. Hi John, today we have a job opportunity that may prove to be very lucrative. A good rate of pay is available for you if you can. There we go. So that's like the pre-qualification, and also it's a bit better because we've taken out these lines. Okay, that's kind of like the intro. Okay, so where you've got a smaller intro or a briefer intro, that can sometimes work better as well. All right. Right, so we've got a link in here, and again, look, click here to complete your application if you are interested. How do you know if it's interested? Because you haven't given the information yet. Okay, and again, it's closed. It's a closed question. Okay, most of the time, if you walk up to people in the street, all right, maybe a bad example, but if you walk up to people or if you know people and you say, "Are you interested in making some more money?" They'll go, "No," because they don't know what it is. Okay, but if you said, "Hey, I've just found this, okay, and I'm doing this and I'm getting results with it, shall I show you what it is?" And they might say yes. Okay, so you've got to ask open questions. So. Click here for all the details. Look how quick I'm typing. So that's going to be the question. Okay, we've got an opportunity. Great. Okay, and do you want it? Well, what are the details? We'll click here. That's better. And then at the bottom, now you can go on and click. So we'll change this as well. So if you qualify. Use the link below. today. Calls to action are always slightly better if you direct people in a literal sense. Okay, complete application. Yeah, I'll do it after tea. I'll do it after lunch. I'll have a quick break and I'll go. Okay, do it now. Okay, do it today. In fact, I'm going to say do it now, which was there originally. Okay, then we're just going to change that hyperlink. I'm going to change all this. I'm going to go up to the link there. I'm just going to delete what's there already. I'm going to right click and paste it in. Again, if you just click anywhere, I'm going to click there. See this? Oh, it's already changed it because it was already in there. Well, sometimes you'll get HTTP. Okay, and you want to make sure, just double check that you send it with HTTPS. Okay, if HTTP is just useless now. Okay, there we go. Now the next thing we need to do is the subject line. So what we got in here was question answer is required. Oh, I think so. But we've got 35 an hour. Okay, so we'll start with that. So what do we say in the link? Per hour. Okay. And from now on, we're going to capitalize everything because we know that gets the best results. So $35 an hour. It says WhatsApp. Chatting. Let's just put WhatsApp in there for now. Again, the first hook there is a 35 an hour. The second hook is people know what WhatsApp is because most people have got WhatsApp on their phones. Okay, so it's a bit like the Wix one we did. That had a good result as well. So let's have a look. So chat with customers on WhatsApp. There we go. See, sometimes you can put the ellipsis in, which just highlights, okay, there's more to look at, okay, but it can also seem a little bit spammy as well. Let me just get that right. Chat with customers. I was going to put helping customers. Okay, that'll do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that out. Okay, because sometimes you can just split hairs and he's like spend hours just trying to think of changing a word. Okay, so $35 an hour helping customers on WhatsApp. I might put the first name in as well. So $35 an hour, John, helping customers on WhatsApp. That would pique someone's interest. I think that's quite good. So we'll go on preview. We'll have a look at the preview. We need to make sure that's hyperlinked as well. So I mean, that's why we check it. Okay. So just click on there. Oh, in fact, we've already got our link highlighted, so I'm going to copy it. Go onto there. Right click, paste. Again, see how it went to HTTPS. Click OK. Go and have a look at preview. There we go. Click on the link. And we are good to go. We are good to go. There we go. So I'll get that on that. Make sure that's okay as well. Yep. And the things about the pages that you get on ClickBank, they connect really quickly. So they're all engineered and they know what they're doing. Right, we'll click on perfect timing. We're happy with everything. All the leads. There's the headline. In fact, I'm going to grab the headline now and just paste it in, and then we'll send it. There we go. Sent. Right, so click on source, click on anywhere in the box, Control A and then C. That's going to copy it into your clipboard, and then we've got the headline. We're just going to bring that down, Control V. That copies all the source code, all the formatting, everything. So Control A, C. That copies it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go to accounts, log out, and go through the whole process again. But this time all we're going to be doing is pasting. Paste. Source. Control A, V. Source. Take out the headline. And of course we need to change this for account number 2. So we track our stats. 2. Okay, and this link down here, 2. Okay, perfect timing. Send. So we're currently what we're on 17th. So we are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that'll be 7. We looking at the stats where we are now. Okay, I know I'm just halfway through doing something, but looking at the stats of 6 sales, we could, by the weekend, we could see 7 or 8 sales, which is, you know, over that time is pretty decent. Okay, so let's just see where we get with that. Right, so we're going to go to the account, we're going to log out, going to go and log in, and we're going to go to account number 3, mailing system. Select all leads, right click, paste, take out the excess code that we don't want. I'm going to go on source, I'm going to go Control A, V, click on source code, take out all that. Change the link for account number 3. Okay, and perfect timing. And again, if you want to preview it just to double confirm you're not sending something by mistake. There we go. It's all done. Send email. And how you format your email. Okay, I like to put my image in there and speak soon and the little PS line. How you format it is up to you. Okay, it depends on what you're already sending. Okay. And I'm sure that your not your subject lines, but your email formats, your whole brand in general is going to develop over time, as I've said previously. But let it. Just look at it and go, how can I improve? How can I get better with that? Okay. And we've looked at the stats earlier on, and we know that, you know, capitalizing the first letter is beneficial in this case. Sometimes it's not beneficial, but in this case it is. Okay, so that's why we do it. Right, Control A, V, source, take out this one, and we're currently in account number 4. Okay, and perfect timing, send email. And just one more account to do. And, you know, as I always say, get as many accounts as you can afford. I always recommend 3 accounts, MyLeadgensecret accounts, because you'll get more traction quicker. But if all you can do is afford one account, it's going to give you some traction. And you know what? It's going to improve your skills at email marketing. And I'll tell you right now, email marketing is the #1 marketing method and continues to be across the board. Okay? So it's a good skill to learn. Right. Number 5. There we go. Perfect timing. Send email, and we're done. So between me talking about the stats, I just looked at the clock. It was like 30 minutes. So that literally just copying and pasting into the account's taken about 7 minutes. So on average, when you first start in this, it's going to take you a bit longer to navigate the different pages. But once you understand, where you go in and the links and everything else, it's going to take you about 10-15 minutes a day to come on and do it. Not as though it really matters, because if you haven't got 10 or 15 minutes a day to earn an extra income, then it's a bad thing. But let's have a look at the stats again. So 2,500, 2542 on the hop side of things, and there will be a few more because I've been clicking them as well. So there might be, if there's 2 more, then that's us. Okay, 2542 hasn't even changed, so the stats haven't come through yet. All right, but overall, we're getting some good results, and you can see how if you do this with consistency and you do the same product with consistency, you can start to get a pattern. Okay, and that pattern then gives you confidence and it lets you carry on. Because I'll tell you what, most people, they go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Okay, and they're not even consistent with MacLeod Gen. Some days it'll be MacLeod Gen, next day it'll be doing something different. Okay, and they're never going to get any traction or success by doing that, ever. Okay, I've spoken to people who, how long have you been in the online business? Well, I've been coming to these meetings for the last 49 years. Okay, fantastic. How's your business doing? Well, one day I'll get it started. You get these people, and because they flip from one thing to the next. So just be consistent with one thing, and you'll start to get results. Even if, and I've had this question before, I've been promoting MacLeod Gen for 5 weeks, for 6 weeks, and I've had no sales. Okay. What I would say is review your emails for yourself and take the time to come and have a look at these videos. There's an awful lot of people who can benefit from videos like this, and I tell them, go and have a look at the video, and clearly they never watch them. Okay, because they go, well, half an hour. I can't spend half an hour looking at a video, but I can spend 2 hours looking at cat videos on Facebook. Okay, so just prioritize it. But all I ever did was, I'm sending an email. How can I improve the email? How can I improve my service? And how can I improve things for my customers? And that's what you do. How can I constantly serve better? Okay, and if you lead with that, then you will improve. You'll improve organically. Okay, and you'll see yourself, what you're putting out there, and you can say, oh, I should have changed this, or maybe I should do that. Okay, but it's so important to do that all the time. Right, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you got some value from it. If you have, click the subscribe button. And if you got some value from it, give us a thumbs up as well. Really appreciate that. If you've got any questions in the meantime, just drop me a comment below. I always answer comments. And if you want to text me, you can text me on that number. That is my number. It does come through to a real phone. Okay, don't call the number because I don't answer the calls. I only answer texts. And I also provide my email down there as well. I'm always willing to help anybody who is willing to help themselves. So by all means, take advantage of that, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.